Hi, everybody. This is Casey Wheelis in the WVLT newsroom. Wanting to give you an update on that tragic fire that happened in South Knoxville yesterday. We're learning this morning that one child has died. 3 others are in the hospital. We have been able to talk to family members and have been able to identify one of the children. This is 3-year-old Delilah. Her father says that Delilah's 10-month-old brother right now is at Vanderbilt. 2 other children that were in the house at the time are also at local hospitals. At last check, were at critical condition. We're also told that a 2-year-old girl was able to crawl out of the house. Crews are now looking into how this fire started. They are trying to investigate what could have started it. We're told 7 people lived in this home in South Knoxville, and it happened in the afternoon yesterday. We do want to get out to our Abby Casoras, who has been in contact with the family. And Abby, what has the father been able to tell you so far about this fire?
Yeah, well, today I was able to talk with Matthew Stoll, the father of 3-year-old Delilah. It is a very emotional time for him. Not only is he grieving the loss of his own daughter, but also is in the hospital with his 10-month-old baby at Vanderbilt Medical Center. They're asking for prayers and asking for support as of this moment. Now, he did share with me what he wanted people at home to know as well. He says that he lived here, and Delilah, she was such a sweet soul. She loved her daddy so much. She was my best friend, is what he said. And he also shared some pictures with us, this smiling little girl with her pigtails in her car seat. It is just really an emotional time for him as well. He says that his daughter, Allison, about to be 2 years old tomorrow, is also with them in the hospital. She was able to crawl out. She really doesn't have too many injuries as well to report there. 10-month-old Grayson is really where they're focusing their support and their prayers on right now. He did have some lung damage as well as brain damage because of some of that smoke inhalation, but no burns to the outside of his body. They're not here. You know, this is a very quiet scene. When we look back at some of the video from yesterday from that fire, that report came in right around 2 o'clock. There were a lot of people out here this morning, not as many as this family is coming together and trying to ask for those prayers, trying to make sure that 10-month-old Grayson is going to be doing okay. I know I have that WVLT Facebook page picked up if people have any questions. In talking with Matthew, he did share there were 6 people inside, as was reported this morning by KFD. He said that the 6th person was the children's mama, his fiance's mother, who was at home at the time that this fire broke out. It's just a really heartbreaking story, and what he's asking for out of all of this is for prayers for you to help. 10-month-old Grayson still is in the hospital, and so they're really going to need a lot of prayers. I know Trish saying prayers, a lot of people offering up their prayer hands. Katie saying so sad. What caused the fire? Bonnie, investigators are looking into the cause of that fire, and we're hoping to get an update for you as well from the Knoxville Fire Department. I am going to see if it looks like there's some video too that you can see kind of what it looked like out here yesterday versus what it looks like out here today. It's much quieter. Again, in talking with the father of 3-year-old Delilah, he's asking for prayers as that family is not here in Knoxville. They are at Vanderbilt Medical Center with their 10-month-old Grayson, hoping that he can pull through. He is in critical condition with smoke damage to both his brain and his lungs. No
Abby,
burns on his exterior. Casey, can I hear you?
Yeah, it's just heartbreaking. I just, you mentioned briefly, so 7 people lived in this home. 6 people were home at the time. There were 5 kids total in this house. Do they have any idea what could have started this fire?
Yeah, Knoxville Fire Department is investigating, trying to figure out what could have started this fire. We haven't heard from them yet this morning as to see if there is an update, but we're continuing to look into that and get that information for you. Now, like you kind of mentioned, there were 6 people at home at the time of this fire, 5 of them children. There was a 6th that we heard from Matthew that was the grandmother of those children.
And Abby, you were able to talk to the father a little bit about his little girl, Delilah. We're seeing the first images of her today. You can tell her smile just brightened up a room. What did he have to say about his daughter, Delilah?
Yeah, sharing some of those pictures. You can see her bright and alive and smiling over in her car seat. He did want to share this when we did our report today. He said she was such a sweet soul. She loved her dad so much. She was my best friend. And you can see, looking through his Facebook page at some of the pictures, all the funny stories that he shared about her, and he really loved her a lot. And so it's just a really unimaginable grief that he's experiencing today.
Yeah, this is a heartbreaking story. Abby, thank you for keeping us updated today on the very latest. And of course, we know crews will be out there today as well, investigating the very latest on this fire. As Abby Kasor is reporting for us. Thank you, Abby. And we do want to hear from fire crews as well. And let me show you this map here of exactly where this fire happened. This is in South Knoxville. This is just off of the parkway there, Linland Avenue in the 1600 block. This happened in the middle of the afternoon. Fire crews said it took about 2 hours to put this fire out. They said that the flames were hot. It was a hot day yesterday as well. So they tried their hardest to rescue these children out of this fire yesterday. We were able to talk to some crews on scene when the fire happened.
Made their way to the basement with a hose line, tried to go in and effect rescue. Unfortunately, they were beat back by some pretty heavy fire load, and they had to fight their way in with hose lines.
So crews are on scene again today with any sign of what could have started this fire. No other homes on this block were affected by that. There was heavy smoke in the area, but like I said, crews were on scene for several hours yesterday. In all, there were 5 children at the home at the time of the fire. 1 child died, 2 are at UT Medical Center, and 1 child is currently at Vanderbilt. The parents there tell us that a 2-year-old was able to escape the fire, crawled out of the home yesterday. There were 7 people living there at the time, so we're working to learn who was home with the kids at the time. The father tells us he was at work when the fire broke out yesterday afternoon. Mayor India Kincannon reaching out, sharing a statement about what happened. She says the news of the deadly fire in South Knoxville is devastating. My heart is with the family, the Knoxville firefighters who worked tirelessly to rescue those inside, and all of the first responders on the scene. This tragic loss of life in our city is gut-wrenching. And it absolutely is gut-wrenching as we're getting more details about who was inside this house. This is sweet little 3-year-old Delilah. Her dad says that Delilah was just such a sweet soul. She loved her daddy so much, and he says that she was his best friend. Gut-wrenching news today as this family is trying to come to terms with losing such a wonderful child, and another 10-month-old currently at Vanderbilt with brain and lung damage. Prayers are needed for this family, as fire crews are also out today trying to investigate what could have started this fire in South Knoxville. We're going to continue to keep you updated here on our WVLT News app as well as our Facebook page as soon as we learn more information about this. We also have more information on how you can help the family right now in our WVLT News app. For now, reporting from the WVLT Newsroom, I'm Casey Wheelis.